Alright boys and girls, welcome back to LewDix Aviation. Welcome to the cockpit of 734 Mike Golf. 360 video today, another one. People have been loving the 360s and I've been loving making the 360s as well, so appreciate you watching them. We're doing a full flight today. You're going to join me from here at Orlando Executive Airport, flying to the northwest to Orlando North Air Park, just like I did in the previous 360 video. If you're looking at me at the moment, because this is an interactive video, you can move the screen around and look around the cockpit as I fly. You might have some questions. I will answer those questions as we go. There is a good reason for it, but yeah. As far as camera position, on the last 360 videos, people were saying maybe move the camera over to the left a little bit so you're more centered on the panel, which I've tried to do. This is the best that I can get it with the time that I've got today. I can't spend too much time setting up the cameras. I've got work to do. And also I've fixed the issue where it spins around while I'm flying, so it should be stationary. So wherever you're looking, that's what you're going to see. So let's go, shall we? Always starting off with a checklist. You get these LewDixAviation.com. Passenger safety briefing is performed. Seat back in position, up and secure. Seat belts and harnesses are on. Parking brake set. I'm going to hold the brakes. Circuit breakers all in. Always fondle your circuit breakers. Breakers are fondled. Fuel selector. Very good. Avionics master switch is off. Carburetor heat is off. Battery master alternator on. Beacon and nav lights coming on. Nav and beacon. Mixture rich. Primer is required. It's a little bit cold, but I'm going to try it without any prime. 1/8 of an inch open and clear the area. The best prop clearance you'll ever hear in your life. Remain clear of my propeller. I'm commencing engine start. And when you do it, it's got to be in the English accent as well. Alright, so we're going to start. Here we go. We have clear all around. There she goes. Alright, we're up. Throttle's 1000 RPM. Oil temperature and pressure, those are going to rise. Mixture lean. Avionics and radios on. Flaps retracted. Alright. That's not me clapping myself for a good engine start, that's for the video. Cool, yeah. Transponder. Going through the pre-taxi checklist, transponder set. It is not set, it is on 0312, which is not VFR. I'm going to hit VFR. Boom, there we go. 80 was obtained. Here we go.
Orlando Executive Tower, this information Delta 1053 Zulu, wind 3309er, visibility 10, sky clear below 12000, temperature 22, dew point 16, altimeter 2996. Visual approach runway 25 in use.
Guess right.
Delivery available on ground control frequency 121.4. Advise on contact. Do you have this information Delta?
On Delta. I should be writing this down.
Orlando Executive Tower, this information Delta 1053 Zulu, wind 3309er, visibility 10, sky clear below 12000, temperature 22, dew point 16, altimeter 2996.
Alright, we'll go.
Visual approach runway 25 in use. Clearance delivery available.
Information Delta 121.4, set my frequencies. Yeah, I should really be writing that stuff down, but I'm not, so do as I say, not as I do. Helicopter action, okay, information Delta, move, well, no, hold on, dipshit. 80 SNA was obtained, flight instruments are set and check, taxi briefing. We're going to go to Romeo 1 here, outside Exec Aero. It's going to be a right on Golf into the Golf run-up area. We're extending runway 25, so from there I'm expecting all the way down Alpha, across runway 13. It might give us the run-up area down there, so that's another option that we'll think about. Maybe issues that we might come across, a little bit of congestion down at runway 25. He's going to probably going to give us an intersection departure at Alpha 2, that's what I'm expecting, but he could give us full length, so
You never know, but it's usually Alpha 2. But yeah, a little bit of congestion down there. There's the hold areas down here that shouldn't be getting used, and the taxiways they're coming. If there's anybody coming from shelter this way, they're going to come down Foxtrot and intercept Alpha, so that's something that we'll be wary of as well. But other than that, I don't see really any danger other than crossing the runway. When I'm going over the runway, I'm going to light it up, strobes, landing light, make myself as visible as possible, get over the runway as quickly as possible. And yeah, that's sufficient. Parking brake, release brakes test, there you go. Now we can move forward. Left brake, right brake, both brakes tested. It's a chilly one this morning in Orlando. I say chilly, it's about 20 degrees, 19, 20 degrees. That's chilly. Burrows over here. Mindful of where the wind's coming from. Check, 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 check. Executive ground Sky 734 Mike Golf. Exec Aero, information Delta Northwest departure.
734 Mike Golf, executive ground, do you need to run up?
Affirmative, run up required, 734 Mike Golf.
Sky 4 Mike Golf, taxi to the golf run up area via golf and let me know when the run up's complete.
We'll taxi the golf run up area via golf and we'll let you know, 734 Mike Golf. Alright, so the first part of this is exactly as I briefed it, over to the golf run up area. That's cool. Go and do the run up. Where's my wind coming from? Now it's quartering tailwind. That's why I like to bug it. I can't really see, I mean, I can't see a windsock down there, but wind's 330. If I bug it, I know exactly where it's coming from, so I can position my ailerons to deal with it. The little things, if you're doing the check right, it's the little things like that that make a massive difference, you know. And, you know, not just for passing a check ride as well, like, you want to be a safe pilot and do the right things, you know. And also look good while you do it. So dress up in a pilot uniform to fly a Cessna. That always makes sense. As I'm talking, you know what? Sorry, but that's not acceptable, Lewis. That is not acceptable at all. We're going to do the run up into the wind. I'm not going to let myself get away with being sloppy. Sorry, but it's not happening. Into the wind, there you go.
The Alpha 2V Alpha.
I annoy myself sometimes, seriously I do. Alright, here we go. Engine run up, parking brake, we're going to hold the brakes. Doors and windows are closed, doors latched, yep, good.
Ground Conquest 937.
Seatbelts and harnesses are on and secure. Flight controls, full motion. We're going down, up,
Conquest 937 Bravo Bravo,
up,
exec ground, good
full
morning,
back,
fatal to the land airport
full,
via the poles to departure.
full forward,
Radar
full,
vectors to Kaiser,
full,
Kilo,
motion.
India, Zulu, Echo, Romeo, Guano,
Trip
Golf,
set
Uniform,
for takeoff,
Alpha,
we are
November,
set.
Oscar,
Sorry, fuel select both,
on
mixture
departure,
rich.
climb via the SID. Expect
Throttles
1700
RPM.
Departure frequency is 119.4 and your squawk is 3474.
I'm actually just going to hold for a second. I'm going to wait for that oil temperature to come up a little
Radar
bit.
vectors Kaiser, then Guano direct.
And that gives me a chance to answer the question, why am I dressed in pilot uniform? Well, I don't know if you've seen the best aviation documentary on YouTube, Finding the Perfect Flight Instructor, but it's a documentary that I made following following a student pilot trying to find the perfect flight instructor. 3 different flight instructors, Caleb, Charles and Shane. You met all those flight instructors in that documentary, and Caleb is one of them, and he happened to be dressed like this, although at the moment this isn't Caleb, this is LewDix. I'm making a sequel to it, and today is the final day of filming, and yeah, it's going to be another good documentary. So, with that being said, we've got a sequel to the documentary coming up, and I don't know whether I should reveal the name of it or the... F it. It's going to be called Finding the Perfect Student Pilot. So we've tried finding the perfect flight instructor, now we're going to try and find the perfect student pilot. So, a little bit of a different view from the first one, but it's the story continues from the first one, and I think you're gonna absolutely love it. I've loved filming it. It's honestly, I've been editing it and making it over the course of like 2 years now, since the first one came out, and I'm finally able to get this finished. So watch out for that. Look forward to that. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. And we're going to do the run up. 1700 RPM. Here we go. Holding the brakes. 1700. I always like to give it a second just to see if there's any weird stuff going on, which there are not. Magneto check. 2 clicks. Right magneto. Good drop. 2 clicks. Back to both. Good rise. 1 click. Engine instruments all looking good. Green, green. Full fuel. Lovely stuff. Ammeter check. Yep. 13.9 volts. Beautiful. Carburetor heat on. Looking for an RPM decrease. Lovely stuff. Idle. Make sure it doesn't cut out because I land with the carburetor heat on, contrary to a lot of people, especially in Europe. Carb heat off. Back to 1000, lean the mixture, it's already kind of leaned a little bit. Flight instruments checking, set. Oh good, going to turn this back up. Let's do autopilot. We don't have one communication frequency, so we got ground there, tower there. I'm going to put on standby 122.8, which is the frequency over there. Cool. Departure briefing, so we're going to take off runway 25, more than likely going to be Alpha 2. It's going to be a right crosswind off the runway, so aileron control, and watch out for that as we take off. Head to the northwest. If anything happens on the takeoff roll, I'm going to use the brakes, slow down, secure the engine, let tower know before we turn anything off. Get off the runway if I can, if not, shut down the runway. If we've taken off, we've got runway ahead of us. I'm going to use that runway ahead. Itching for 65 as soon as I take off. And if there's no runway ahead, it's going to be 30 degrees left and right. Honestly, it's going to be a tough one if there's no runway ahead, because there's not much out there for me to aim for. So we've got to think about above 1,000 feet doing a power off 180. Ground Sky 74 Mike Golf, run up complete.
Sky 4 Mike Golf taxi, runway 25 at Alpha 2 via Golf Alpha. Cross 3 at Alpha.
Runway 25 Alpha 2, Golf Alpha cross runway 13 at Alpha, 734 Mike Golf. Let's do this. Here's the thing, right? 3,500 hours or whatever, 3,600 hours. I always catch myself when I make a mistake.
Ground Falcon 711.
And I always,
shelter.
not expect myself to make mistakes, but I know mistakes are going to happen.
Limit is to LP.
Doesn't matter how experienced you are,
Falcon 711
you're always going to make mistakes.
Morning, clear to Lima,
And it's
Papa
important
Papa
to
Tango
catch up
Airport via the
and
Toll
fix
2
up
departure.
and make yourself better.
Vector
Here we go, we're going to light up,
Zulu,
strobes, landing light, coming over the
Uniform
runway.
Lima Oscar, Hesta,
Clear,
Hotel,
clear,
Echo,
clear.
Sierra, Tango Alpha, Lens, Lima Echo November
A little
Delta
bit
Sierra,
of
controlling the Mike 202.
how we're going over the
Lemons,
runway.
filed on departure climb via the SID. Departure
Well, yeah,
frequency is
mistakes are going to happen,
119.4,
you know.
and the squawk is 3066.
I'm not stupid enough to think that, you know, I'm this aviation god who knows everything and does everything perfectly. Far from it, man. Far from it.
Ground, Conquest 937 Bravo Bravo is at Romeo 5 ready to taxi with Delta.
And I suppose the point of me bringing that up is
full length via Echo Alpha.
Echo Alpha.
it's okay.
937 Bravo Bravo.
You're going to make mistakes. Just make sure you're not making critical mistakes that cost you your life, you know what I mean? But if you've got this active mentality of wanting to make yourself better and not allowing your standards to drop, I think it goes a long way
Can you spell Missoula again?
to make yourself safe. Yourself and other people safe, because you're sharing the airspace, right? Sharing the airspace, sharing the runways, the airports. I'm rambling. It's too early. It's about 7:30 in the morning.
And climb via the SID 119.4 squawk 3066.
Falcon 1 Papa Victor. After Missoula, it'll be Hesta, Hotel Echo Sierra Tango Alpha, then Lens. Otherwise, your readback is correct.
Okay, Hesta, then Lens. 1 Papa Victor, thanks.
This is Alpha 3, crossing Alpha 3.
And commuter 49104, pattern's currently 4. Do you have an alternate request?
Pattern's full, eh? Welcome to exec. Alright, coming up on Alpha 2, that's going to be the next one. Oh yeah, watching that guy. He's getting pushed by the wind over that way.
Commuter 104, roger, taxi to runway 25 at Alpha 2 via Bravo and Alpha.
Taxi to runway 25 at Alpha 2 via Bravo and Alpha, 491.
Wow, he's struggling. 738 Sierra Yankee. He is struggling. Go around, my friend, go around. Oh, he's saving it.
Exact ground, good morning.
Alright, this one is Alpha 2.
5 and start in the west quadrant.
Alpha 2, cross runway 13 at Echo 5 and proceed in the west quadrant.
3 crossing, or Alpha 2 crossing 13 at Echo 5.
Here we go. So stop here. Switch to tower. And the pre-takeoff flaps are set. Normal takeoff today. Mixture rich. Landing strobe lights going to come on. Transponder squawking altitude. Yes, yes. 1200 altitude. Those windows closed and locked. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's get on with tower. Tower Sky 734 Mike Golf, holding short 25 Alpha 2, ready for departure.
Only tower second.
Skyhawk 734 Mike Golf, short 25 Alpha 2, ready for departure. And this part's really boring, so.
74 Mike Golf, fly runway heading, runway 25 at Alpha 2, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 25 Alpha 2, clear for takeoff, 74 Mike Golf. Alright, we're all done, lights, camera, action, we are good to go. Finals clear, clear for takeoff. I already see the runway 25 on the ground, we're on the correct runway. No. No.
Turek 589 expected and extended downwind for a...
Now we're on the correct runway. Center line, heels to the floor. Heading agrees, full power. Aileron correction, please. Power set. Everything's green. Airspeed's alive.
Turek 186, traffic, you're following 1 o'clock.
Yeah, wait for about 55. That's 55. Rotate. And welcome to the sky. We're doing it.
Turek 186, follow them.
VY 73. Trim for that. Might help if you use a little bit of right rudder there, Mr. Flight Instructor, who always talks about using right rudder. Ridiculous. Runway heading for now. We are over the runway, although we are cramped pretty aggressively.
Ops 2, proceed on runway 2574.
Ops 2 is proceeding on runway 25, eastbound.
There we go, still got VY. Ooh, it's choppy.
Orlando Tower, Skyhawk.
That's going to make it difficult to record.
Holding short at runway 25 Alpha 2, ready for departure.
We're 4 Mike Golf, there's traffic heading to your right in the crosswind, just pass behind them and remain outside the Bravo for exchange proof.
Got traffic sight behind them and outside the Bravo for exchange proof, 4 Mike Golf, see. Got them in sight, making the turn. Rudder's fine, I've increased the climb speed, we don't need to be climbing at VY, there's only me in the plane, still getting 500 feet per minute, that's fine. Alright, 1,000 feet, let's do a climb checklist. Flaps are retracted, yes they are, engine instruments have been checked, all looking good. Climb speed, done. Gonna climb up to about 1,300, maybe 1,400 feet. There's a Bravo airspace of 1,600 feet above us here.
Extend downwind, Turek 186.
Right, you're engaged in downwind.
Oh, we'll go 310 on the heading, there's 1,300, we're gonna level off at 1,400.
186, extend downwind.
Extend downwind, Turek 186.
Good performance from this thing today.
Turn base, there'll be at least 2 departures.
Alright, there's 1,400, lower the nose. Full of power. Don't pull it too much. I'm paying for the hobs today.
Hops 2, contact ground, good day.
123.5.
437, Bravo.
Practice area frequency. And let's see if I can actually maintain 1,400 feet today, Lewis. Let's act like good pilots, shall we? Hold standards. And there we go. Cruise, power set, trim is set as required, landing lights coming off. Mixture, lean it. I can do a little bit, not much. Right there. Next stop, Orlando North. So that's all the checklist done apart from coming into land, pre-landing, after landing, bing, bang, boom. So yeah, finding the perfect student pilot, I'm excited for you to see it. You're gonna, I don't know, you might see some of the students in yourself. That's horrifying. But you know what I mean. Might see a bit of yourself in these people. It's, like I said, it's a direct sequel. It's a pretty cool storyline that we thought up, and yeah, that's why I needed to be dressed like this. I've not put on a pilot uniform for so long. I quit the airline just over a year ago now, but it's been a while. It's beautiful up here, wow. So over there, Orlando North, there's runway 27, there's runway 09. I'm going to choose runway 27 to land. I'm going to come in on a left downwind for it. Not a massive fan of coming in straight in on final. I think it's a little bit disrespectful. So I'm going to come out, make a left downwind, base, final, land as best as possible. Now here's the thing about the landing. Okay? I need some footage of me in character.
Is 3,000 feet above
landing for that video. So you're going to see, this is basically behind the scenes. The premise of this part is I need to get current, or the character needs to get current. So this is part of the currency bit. It's just going to be a very small little bit in the big video, but you're going to see me in character, maybe talking to myself a little bit, so don't laugh at me, right? This is the stuff that I go through to entertain you people, and I love doing it. So yeah, I'm going to be acting as Caleb, maybe giving myself a pep talk. And here's the thing about these videos, like a lot of it is scripted, but a lot more of it, I'd say, is just off the cuff stuff. There's an idea that we want to follow, but then we kind of go all over the place off that. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. We are coming under the 4,000 foot shelf. I'm going to climb a little bit,
miles to north of Popka Airport, 2600 foot.
because I don't really want to be too low going over the lake, so I'll climb, get over the lake, descend into the pattern. Full power, right rudder. You can see I'm not climbing at VY, I'm at 90 knots, so it's way above VY, and still getting 500 feet per minute, looking good. Better cooling for the engine. I'll do 1800 coming over the lake. There we go, power's coming back.
Takeoff traffic, career track 317 is over the Mill Lake, simulate engine out, 2200, Takeoff traffic.
And Park traffic, Sky 734 Mike Golf from the southeast side of the lake, 1800 feet, heading northwestbound towards Orlando North. Park traffic. Might help if you use the trim, that might help you keep the altitude. There's definitely a hefty wind from the northwest. So let's talk about this landing then. So there's only one runway, no taxiway, so it's got to be a back taxi. A crosswind from the right is what I'm expecting. So keep those crosswind controls. I'm more of a slip method rather than a crab method. I'm more of a slip method than a crab method, so we're going to use that. Get it down onto the runway on the centre line as best as possible. And slow down, turn around at a safe speed, taxi off as, you know, at a decent pace to get off whoever's over there, whoever wants to come in and land. Don't ever like spending too much time on a runway. And then we'll taxi in, shut it down, and get recording. It's funny, I was thinking on the drive up to the airport today that the flying part of it is the most relaxing part, honestly, which might sound weird, but the stressful bit is on the ground, getting all the seats that I need to get, remembering the lines. Oh my god, that is just, we start cracking up at stuff and just take after take after take. It's hilarious fun, and there will be bloopers as well, so if you're interested in watching the bloopers, behind the scenes stuff, there will be those as well, so stay tuned. Get subscribed, you're missing beautiful content like this. Look at this beautiful alligator infested and infected lake, because it is polluted, Lake Apopka. Alright, let's switch to Com 2. Probably could have done this before, but cool. All on and off traffic, Sky 734 Mike Golf for 8 miles to the southeast, going to be entering a left downwind runway 27, full stop at all on and off. It's important in this area to always be looking out for traffic, because this is a big training area here. There's always traffic around. I can see one over there already. I'll wait a little bit, probably until I'm closing in on the other side of the lake, and then I'll go through my pre-landing checklist, before landing checklist. Now I am within gliding range of the shore. If I was at 1400 feet, that, no, it's still probably the case, but it's safer up here. Emergency landing point, I've got a popker over there, all landing off just over there. That guy's turning. So many different things you got to think about as a pilot, innit? Alright, let me do a little bit of acting here. You can do this. You can do it. This is what you were born to do. You know you can be a good flight instructor. You know you can get this student. And you know you can help this student succeed. You can do it. You can do it. And that probably was so weird for you to witness. Hate to say was, there isn't one here, but we're using runway 27, expecting a crosswind from the right, approach briefing, there you go, seatbelts harnesses on, mixture rich, landing lights coming on, fuel select both, flaps required, and carburetor heat on as we get a little bit closer.
Vargas traffic damage, fuel for left down runway 35.
Come on Caleb, you can do this. This is your time now.
Runway 35.
On and off traffic, Sky 74 Mike Golf, 4 miles to the south, going to be entering left downwind runway 27, Orlando North. And you know what I don't like? The fact that right next to Orlando North, people come and do like ground reference manoeuvres, which there's a guy down here that looks like he might be doing that. So the acting is going to stop for a second. As I see and avoid this guy. So there's a guy over there, there's a guy there. Just for a second. Park traffic, Sky 74 Mike Golf on the northwest side of the lake. We're descending 1600 down to pattern altitude to go into Orlando North Airport. We've got the aircraft off our right wing in sight. Popka.
This is LewDix.
It is.
Dude, I'm a big fan. What's up?
Hey man, I appreciate you watching the videos, brother.
Yeah, man.
And now of course I can't see him, he's way above us. Okay, no factor. Cool. We saw, we avoided, we go back to acting. Coming in towards the 45. Anything that's happened previously does not matter. You can do this. This is your time. Time to lock in. See, at the moment I don't even know what of that I'm going to use. You know what I mean? That's why I'm doing it like 3-4 times. Orlando North, traffic, Sky 74 Mike Golf. We are on the 45 for left downwind runway 27, Orlando North. Descending into the pattern, there's nobody here. Now ordinarily, they try and keep you on the other side of the airport, but there's a grass strip to the northeast of it. So I never want to be on that side because I don't want to interfere with those guys over there. And when I say like on the northeast, it's like right on the downwind for it.
East of the airport, 2100 descend into the pattern of Silvi, entering left down 45.
Here we go. Turning into the pattern. I'm going to have to crab a little bit because it's pushing. Oh, he's heftily pushing as well. Good grief. Right, car peak's coming on. Everything's done. Pull the power back, get it below 85, 10 degrees flaps. Nose down.
A white Skyhawk on the left crosswind, runway 5 at Mary Camp.
On and off, Sky 74 Mike Golf, turning left base, runway 27, full stop, all on and off. Wow, this is squirrely, man. Got 80 knots on the airspeed, ground speed's at 60. Alright, 20 degrees flaps. Checking out final. Because you never know Orlando North, uncontrolled, private airstrip. You never know who's coming.
500.
Alright, between 70 and 75 on a base, looking good. Don't want to get too low. Let's do this. Still 70, 75. I know this is going to try and push me that way. When it's a headwind, it can be a shallow turn. That windsock, it looks stiff. On and off, Sky 74 Mike Golf, turning final 27, full stop on and off. Alright, last check, all good. Well, here we go. 30 degrees flaps. Squirrely. Alright, remember a go around is always an option. Always an option. Always an option, my friend. Always an option. Crosswind controls, touchdown with the upwind wheel. The other wheel. Ailerons into the wind. What? Hey, that was tough, man. That was tough. Wow. Carpet's coming off, flaps coming up. That was a tough landing. I'm not upset with it though. Wasn't the smoothest, but the crosswind controls were in there. I'll take it. All on and off traffic, Sky 724 Mike Golf, we're back taxiing runway 27 to the FBO. All on and off. FBO. It's a shack. No, I'm doing it a disservice, it's nicer than a shack. Hey, I'm not upset at that, that was pushing. When we go past this windsock, have a look at it. I don't know if you can see in the distance, there's my call star. That windsock says it's directly off there, so it's swinging, it's variable. Alright, we're getting off the runway. I didn't really talk much during that landing because that was a tough one. Alright, come to a stop. After landing, flaps are retracted, carburetor heated off, landing and strobe lights can come off. Mixture lean, trim reset. All on and off traffic, Sky 734 Mike Golf, clear runway 27, all on and off. Alright, now it's coming from there. Just take out Otto's car. Park this over here. And parking and steering, parking brake, yep, we're going to do a magneto check. Off and then back to both, that's a grounding check. Avionics off.
And there we go. Full flight 360. Saw a little bit of acting in there. How good or bad it was, I don't really know. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like. Like I said, get subscribed so you don't miss the big production, finding the perfect student pilot. And yeah, thanks for being here. I'll see you next time.